Hey, everybody, it is Monday. Thank you for tuning in to Daddy Issues. I'm Dean McDermott. I'm a daddy of 6. With me, as always, and he's not here today, is Adam Hunter, the new daddy. But with me, Nicky Paris, who needs a daddy.
That's right.
He's with me, and he'll always be with me, right?
That's right.
He'll always be by my side.
Near, far, wherever you are. A lot of people don't know that you're a songbird.
Well, I like to sing. I don't know if I'm a songbird.
I would say you're a songbird.
Yeah.
That's
I sang all across New York.
You're my
when we were
Fantasia Barrino because you also can't read. That's what you mean to me.
Who told you I couldn't read?
I'm not telling you, but I know. Listen, what I should have got you for your birthday. It's your birthday Saturday.
I know. And Nicky, for those of you who are streaming the show, watching it, he brought me 2 cupcakes and a happy birthday balloon and a gift card and lots of love.
And hooked on phonics.
Yeah. I want to quash this rumor. I read good.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
you do read
good.
good. Yes, I love when you feel the words to figure out what they are. I don't know.
Nicky, what a week.
What a week it's been.
My birthday week, I don't know. I'm going to be 53 on Saturday, and by the time you guys are listening to this, my birthday would have been past. I don't know what's going on with this fucking world, Nicky.
I know there's another school shooting.
There's another school shooting. 5 kids were shot, 2 of them killed, 3 of them wounded in a 16-second attack. Now, this is so not a popular stance to take, but it's just common sense to me. Why does the public need automatic weapons? I'm a hunter. I hunt. I have a single bolt action 30-06 rifle, and I have a 22, and I have a crossbow, and I have a compound bow. I don't need an AR-15 to hunt. I don't need an AK-47 to hunt. I don't need an automatic weapon to hunt. I don't think the public should have access to these.
I completely agree with you.
5 people shot in 16 seconds. You can't do that with a single bolt action rifle. You know, maybe you get 1, 2, but it's better than 5. And it's just, it's not a popular stance to take because everyone's like, no, it's my right. Don't take away my rights. I'm not saying take away your rights and ban guns. I think that they should have a better screening process, which I believe they're in the works of doing.
I think there should be a mental health test.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Absolutely. And
if you've seen The Joker 4 times, you shouldn't be allowed to have a gun.
Right?
I want to check your fucking movie phone history.
Your ticket stubs. You have to bring in your ticket stubs
bring
for
your
the last 4 movies you've seen. But I think they are amping up the background checks and looking into the psychology of potential gun buyers. But I just don't think that we need automatic weapons. The public doesn't. I just don't think we do.
And what's the alternative? I didn't know that. I mean, obviously I know what an automatic is, but not really. So what's the other option to an automatic? Is that where you have to put the pellets in?
It's a single shot, a single bolt action.
I thought they still used gunpowder
in the movies when you see them, they got a rifle and they pull up on that lever and they pull it back and they push it forward and down. You pull it back, you eject a fired shell, you push it forward, it pushes a new one in.
Okay.
So, do that in 16 seconds. How many people can you take out? Not 5. But if you have an automatic weapon, you can
let me tell you,
several.
You don't really scare me, obviously, but I think there's certain people that I know when they have a gun, it makes me a little nervous. Just knowing they have, you know what I mean? They're always like, you got the dinner bill? I'm like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, there are some people that take it a little too far. I saw a video on Instagram of a guy walking around the police station up and down the street with an AR-15. And the police officer came out to talk to him. He said, "What are you doing, sir? We've got some calls that you're walking around with an automatic weapon." And he's like, "Yeah, it's my right. It's registered. I own it. And I'm exercising my right." And I'm like, okay. The officer was like, okay, I get that, but you're scaring the shit out of people, and it casts an eye of leeriness towards you because of what's going on in the world.
Right.
I understand you're right, but kind of don't be a jerk about it. Like he was walking up and down a little tiny town too, right in front of the police station with an AR-15. I'm like, I understand you're exercising your right, but you're also playing with fire a little bit because you're not the only one who's armed. So somebody driving by might be going, "Oh, this guy's about to open fire on people. I've got a license to carry. I'm going to take him out." So, right? Like there's just some things that you just don't do. So some people. Do I think that guy should have a gun? No, not if he's going to walk up and down a public street with an AR-15. Who does that?
The only guns I like is if you're hot and you're wearing a tank top. That's
right?
it.
The
Like
gun
those are the
show.
guns that I want to see. But I think
Yeah.
like in terms of like self-defense, I think it makes sense. But there's too many people that have guns that it just like it really freaks me out. And I think that suppose you're in the heat of the moment and you get into a really big fight with your wife or something. I don't know. I'm just speaking generally. I wouldn't want to be married to somebody that I know could pull a trigger on me at any time.
Yeah, and emotions do run high, and that does make you wonder. It's like, yeah, if it's that accessible, like, you get all your buttons pushed, are you reaching for a gun? But I think there should be stricter gun laws. I don't think the public should have access to automatic weapons. Single bolt action, absolutely, go for it, go for it. I get it. Don't I'm
Are
not.
you a member of the NRA?
I was, just because when I got into hunting, I wanted to have information. I let it lapse because just like anything, I mean, the more kids I have, the more I get. I haven't hunted in a while, but and that people aren't gonna like the fact that I hunt, but because they don't understand about deer population control, boar population control, and stuff like that, and as well as conservation and preservation. Permits you buy, the money goes into conservation for wetlands and parks and preservation of animals.
I should have got you a hunting outfit for your birthday.
Oh no, the cupcakes are perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you like them more if they were camouflage?
They're gonna go right to my hips.
That's right, they are. Someone's gonna mistake you for an elk in the middle of the woods.
I don't know. The older I get, I'm seeing common sense sort of go out the window more for knee-jerk reactions. Like, I don't know if you follow this at all, but a very prominent Canadian, Don Cherry, he was a hockey announcer. He was a player in the NHL. He was a coach in the NHL, a broadcaster for 40 years with Hockey Night in Canada and Sportsnet, and really well steeped in Canadian culture, hockey, and the love of the game. He loves veterans. He loves police. He loves people. And he got fired for something he said in the weeks leading up to November 11th, which is Remembrance Day in Canada, Veterans Day here. On his broadcast, he was mentioning, and he lives in Toronto, my hometown, and he made notice that he's seeing more and more every year people not wearing poppies. I don't know if you know, in Canada we wear little poppies to, there's veterans on every corner, and you donate, and the money goes to helping veterans, and you show your support with a poppy. So he was, and Don Cherry is, and he'd be the first to admit it, he's brash, he's a loudmouth, he's stubborn, he's opinionated, of all the things he will tell you this.
Sounds like somebody I'd be into.
He's actually he's great. I mean, he is a Canadian icon. People love Don Cherry. Now, what he said is, he was saying that he was disappointed with the lack of poppies he was seeing in the streets, and he said, "You people that come here love our way of life. You love our milk and honey. At least you can pay a couple of bucks for some poppies or something like that to show respect for the men and women who laid their lives down." So he is getting called a bigot, a racist. It's cancel culture, right? He made a mistake.
Which I hate.
I hate cancel culture. It's got to stop.
Because I think we just treat so many people as disposable.
Exactly. Now, what happened here was, he's 85, by the way, okay? So he grew up in a different time. And I'm not saying it's right, but the world is changing, and it's changing very fast. It's changing in front of my eyes. It's changing in front of your eyes. And, you're half my age, and you've seen how life has changed just in your young life. So can you imagine being twice your age, 3 times your age, 4 times your age, and seeing how quickly life is changing in front of you? So I don't think his sentiment was racist or bigoted. I don't think he's a racist or a bigot.
Do you know Don personally?
I've met Don several times, and he couldn't be nicer. He does a lot of charity work. He's a great man. And now he's been reduced to a bigot and a racist and a piece of shit.
Do you think he'll be able to make a comeback?
I think he will be able to make a comeback. I don't think that Sportsnet should have fired him. I think there was a great teaching moment that was lost here. I don't think his sentiment was racist. I think what he was trying to say is, you know what? Hey, let's show a little more support for our veterans who have fought to keep this country free and open to the world. And you can interpret that as you like, to the world. My dad was a Scottish immigrant to Canada. My mom's parents were English immigrants to Canada. So instead, people got really caught up on you people, you come over here. They lost their minds over that. And it's like, okay, he made a mistake. He said the wrong thing. Is it racist? No. Do I think it's a language that shouldn't be used
No,
anymore?
do you think he's referring to Americans by you people?
Well,
or
when he's gone on some interviews since then, and he said, when I said you people, I meant everybody. And that's not really what people first caught on to that and went crazy about that. But it was more they caught on to the second part. You come over here. So he's referring to immigrants, whether they be Americans, African American, Chinese, whatever, British, whatever.
whoever's not Canadian.
Whoever's not Canadian. So I think what he was saying is like, hey, let's show a little more support for the people that kept this a borderless country. We've got the longest unmanned border between Canada and America. And that's the east coast of Canada, the west coast of Canada. Like, our borders are open. And that's what makes Canada so great, is it's a really multicultural country. And Toronto and Vancouver and the big cities, they really are these multicultural melting pots. So here's an 85-year-old guy who has done a lot
And
of
who's cut from a different cloth, too. He's from a different generation, an older time. Yeah.
And just seeing, like, I remember when, transgender is very on trend right now. And I remember people getting blasted because they referred to someone transitioning as a transvestite. You're like, whoa, I didn't mean anything bad by it. I just, things are changing. I don't know what the proper thing to say is. So,
and I think a lot of people feel that way.
Don't jump down my throat. Educate me.
Right.
So here's an opportunity. It's like, Don, we understand your sentiment, but the way you said it, it was wrong. And it could be construed and was construed as hurtful. Can you see that? And he does now. I've seen interviews with him. He's like, oh, I understand what people are saying. And that's not what I meant. I love all people. And, and I think he's going to be on Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday. And, he's going to have an opportunity to address this. But with Sportsnet, I don't think he got the opportunity to address it or to go on air and apologize. So
my take on the whole thing is, I don't know if you saw my news piece on Spectrum News, but I did a whole piece on woke culture. And, I think that these people that are so quick to, inflict social justice, I think you should be writing your senators and not going after entertainers. If you really feel like somebody is doing wrong, I think that you should be writing your local Congress or writing the people who actually have the power to make a difference and make a change. Not going after comedians, not going after entertainers. And I think it's so crazy that no matter who you are, what you do, you have to walk on eggshells with everything, and it's kind of sad.
It is sad. And a friend of mine, David Sutcliffe, that I follow, he had a great rant on Facebook, and he said, we're creating
babies.
We're creating people who are not going to have an opinion about anything,
right?
Because they're going to be so afraid to say anything that they're just going to keep everything inside, and it's going to create a greater divide between these people who are trying to change the world and myself, because I don't know which way to move to change the world, because if I say something wrong,
I'm not even saying I'm white anymore.
I'm going to get canceled.
I'm olive.
There are so many things that I want to say on this show. I want to talk about politics. I want to talk about our current president. And I want to talk about our Democrats equally. You cannot even have a conversation about politics anymore without getting into a fist fight with people. Like, it's got to stop.
Well, it used to be you could respect each other's opinions, and now there's such a divide that you're right. Nobody wants to have anything.
As you're a left-wing liberal tree-hugging softy, and I'm going to put you in that box, and I don't have to deal with you. No, stop putting,
right.
The cancel culture is like, you're done, you said something wrong, you're done, go away, it's dealt with. It's not. It's just put away.
It's put away, and people work their entire lives to I mean, and obviously, don't get me wrong, there's certain people like Bill Cosby and R. Kelly like that. Those people, I think but certain people, I think it's just not right.
Don Cherry wasn't, drugging people and having sex with them and allegedly peeing on them. Like, he wasn't. He said something wrong. He made a misstep. We're human beings. We make mistakes every day. And we have to take these opportunities to learn and grow instead of just wiping someone out. And he's been in the NHL for 65 years, 40 of them in broadcast television, and all the great things that he's done. People would do anything for Don Cherry. He's just like real salt of the earth Canadian. And now all that stuff he's done, all the good he's done, is gone away.
Now, do you get nervous about things that you've said in the past? Like, I mean, I get nervous about the people who will literally, like, go back 20 years on somebody's, like, Twitter. Like, it's like, nobody works. Everybody just has the free time.
And that's the other thing that kills me is, like, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was tapped to host the Oscars.
Right.
And he lost that job because, and I know that I've heard that special. He made a gay joke. And all of a sudden, he's the Antichrist. And he, again, boom, canceled. You're done. You can't say that. I have a gay son. I just sent him my set from Caroline's, and I make gay jokes.
What do you think?
He loved it.
He loved it, huh?
He loved it.
He's smart.
He's such a funny kid. He was like, Dad, the manhole, really? You're such an idiot. You're such an idiot. You suck 2 dicks, Dad? Come on, what? I love you.
Why not 3?
He said, I love you. You're brilliant. It was amazing. I'm so proud of you.
That must make you feel so good.
It makes me feel great. It makes me feel great. But as I'm saying this right now, Nikki, I'm shitting my pants because this is the first time that I'm putting it out there, and the press may pick up on it, that I make gay jokes about my son. There's scenarios that never happened, but that's what you do as a comedian. Like, you'll take an ounce of truth in something. My son is gay. And then, you build a joke about it. And that's what I've done. So I've created a scenario that never happened, but I tooled it and I wrote it. So it's funny.
The only benefit that I think that comes of like this political correctness in comedy is I think that it forces people to write jokes. I mean, to me, if a joke is funny, it's funny. Go off what we said before today.
Anything you can make.
There was one joke I'll never forget. It's one of the funniest jokes I think I've ever heard in my life. It was a comedian at Caroline's years ago, just takes the mic, and if anybody's listening and knows what comedian this was, please tweet us. And he just goes, I think that we could all agree that the worst school shooting of all time was High School Musical. And I think that is such a genius, but that is such a smart joke. So, but there were so many people that of course would be offended by that.
Yeah.
But that's a genius and brilliant joke.
It's a really good joke, and you know what? I stand by it too. Being new to comedy, I mean, I've followed comedy since I was 9 years old, so I think I'm well steeped in it. But as far as doing it live, like anything is funny. As long as you can make fun of anything, as long as it's funny.
As long as it's funny.
As long as it's funny. And I do think, though, the political correctness absolutely has raised the bar for comedians to write better jokes.
Right.
But
it's not. You can't get away with the low hanging fruit.
That
anymore.
line it keeps moving, though.
Right.
Right. That line of political correctness keeps moving. Where it's just like, look, you know what? I get it, but you can't start suing comedians because they made a joke about someone being crippled in the audience.
I would never do something like that. Who, by the way, I don't know if I told you this, my brother's physical therapist came to the show, and she was very upset about that material that I did about my brother.
Oh, my God.
She was like, that is not funny. I was like, who invited you, Karen?
It was hilarious.
My brother's physical therapist, Karen. I hope she doesn't listen to the show.
It's such a good joke. Nicky's little brother is in a wheelchair, and he's funny as hell.
I don't even think he's really disabled. I think he's a good actor.
He's faking it.
I think he went to the Dean McDermott Acting Academy.
I swear, when I stayed at your house, I slept in your basement. I heard like someone get out of a chair, and I heard I heard the front door open and the car start.
Yeah, he did a handstand.
I think he's going over to he's going into Manhattan and
no questions asked. Yeah, the wheelchair is just for show.
Oh my God!
I believe that.
Nicky's joke is so funny because his brother Christian likes to think that he's a gangster.
Yeah, he thinks
he's a white gangster. He thinks he's hood, and Nicky says, "Well, no offense, I look at you more as like a Crip." He thinks he's a blood.
He was like, I want to be a blood. Yeah.
He's like, you want to be a blood? I was like, no, I think you're more of a Crip.
Why don't you tell the people that I was saying crypt? That's how so not urban I am.
For the longest time, Nicky was saying crypt. And it's like, it's not crypt.
I'm urban, like that I watch Barbershop with like a couple times. That's the type of urban that I am.
And as soon as he dropped the T, that joke just killed. Because it's referring to the Bloods and the Crips, but it's also referring to short form for a cripple as a Crip.
I thought it was the blood and the Crip,
which
with a T at the end.
There's so many things that I can get shit for this show. The NRA, being a member of the NRA, my opinions on automatic weapons, my opinion on Don Cherry.
I love you, Don, if you're listening.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Here's another thing that really fucked me off today, this week.
I know, you told me you were upset about something today.
I've had, my birthday week should be la, la, la.
Yeah, do you need a Midol or something? Is there anything I can do for you?
And a man pawn.
Okay.
I need
we got it at the manhole.
Oh, my God. So, okay.
What happened, Dean?
Tori and Jenny have taken off on their tour. They took off yesterday. Yeah. They left yesterday. So
they have a ton of East Coast dates. I saw them today.
They're on the stage right now.
They're going to be in Atlantic City. Have you ever been to Atlantic City?
No.
No, I love Atlantic City.
I love the Bruce Springsteen song, Atlantic City. I love the boss.
I love that one too.
I love the boss. Yeah, Nicky has no idea.
I have
they're on stage right now, and I'm sure they're killing 900 people.
You know, you're gonna get mad at this. I just found out about Bruce Springsteen's music like 2 weeks ago.
I'm not gonna be mad.
Thank you.
You're a baby. Look at you. Come on.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was a fetus 2 weeks ago.
I'm not.
And look at me now.
He just got weaned off of bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
And now here I am.
I won't get mad at that.
Thank you.
You know what the great thing is that you discovered Bruce Springsteen now.
Yeah.
Instead of some of this other crap.
I love her.
There's other crap
so what
that's out there. So Tori took off yesterday for Cleveland, and she had a 10:45 pickup, and so she's like, oh geez, I forgot to go to the drugstore yesterday. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll run to the drugstore and get prescriptions that you need when you go on your trip. She's like, great, thank you. So I have about 45 minutes to do this, and the drugstore's right around the corner. So I go to the drugstore, boom, I get the prescription. I'm like, oh, Dunkin' Donuts is right next door. Let me get a dozen donuts, for the kids, and the coffee for T and myself, and it'd be a nice little send off, right? Donuts and coffee to send off mom. So I go in, and the lady behind the counter is really nice, and we're joking around, and the donuts are awesome. I pick a dozen, and I go outside, and I can't get in my car.
What do you mean?
I can't get in my car. A lady. The parking lot's
parked too close.
The parking lot is open, by the way. There's like 10 spaces along here. So I can't get in my car. So I go into the donut shop because I figure it's Dunkin' Donut parking. So I go in and I say, does anybody have a gray Ford blah, blah, blah? And the girl at the counter was like, oh, yeah, I do. I said, can you move your car so I can get in mine? I wasn't nice about it. Like you parked. I couldn't get in my fucking car. So I'm not going to be all nice.
And you're like 9 feet tall, so there's no way you could squeeze.
And I was just like,
there.
I said, can you move your car so I can get in mine? Said it exactly like that. And then she was like, oh, can I just, I'm like, yeah, fine. Get your coffee. Like, if that was me, I'd be like, I'll come back for the coffee. I'll move my car. But she's like, can I just get my coffee? I'm like, fine. So I'm standing out there, and I'm waiting. The donut shop's here. Before she even can see this, because she's over here, she's like, well, sir, I noticed that you were parked over the line. Like, she's not nowhere near the car yet. So she was just one of those people that were looking for an argument right out of the gate. And I went, okay. I said, you sound combative. So can you just move your car so I can go? And
I think Shannon Doherty sent her.
And she's like, well, no. She said, look, sir, you're over the line too. Both my tires are on the line. She's parked on an angle. That's why I can't get in the car. I said, okay, look. And if you look at the other side, I'm right on the line too. I said, look, can you just move your car so I can go home? And she's like, well, no, not until you're nice to me. I'm like,
she wouldn't move the car?
And I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, you think you can come in and just be like an aggressive man and just tell me what to do? I'm like, you're blocking me in. She's like, oh, this is another aggressive man going off on a woman. I said, okay, you know what? I said, this has nothing to do with you being a woman, and it has everything to do with you parking like a fucking asshole. Now, can you please move your car? Oh, I'm a fucking asshole now. I said, yeah, if you park like that. She said, well, your tires are over the line too. And I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? I said,
She sounds like somebody that's looking.
couldn't you see that by pulling in, that guy can't get out? You don't have the common sense to see that I can't get out? You park so close to me. And by the way, there's 10 spots. Why didn't you park somewhere else? I can park wherever I like. I said, yeah, you can, but you can't block people in. And I said, you know what? I should call a cop on you because you got your dog in the car and he's right in the heat, right in the sun. And she's like, yeah, go ahead. My mom is a 911 operator and my dad's a cop. They'll laugh at you if you come out here. And I went, you kidding me, right? Let me guess. You got a family member that works the SPCA too? Like everything I was saying, she had a comeback.
You should have said, I know Sarah McLachlan, and your dog is going to be on the next commercial.
She said, it's under 85 degrees, so it's fine. They'll laugh at you. I'm like, and that's when I knew I should have I just didn't have time because now I've spent.
No, she's got to leave.
She won't. I said, can you please just move your car so I can go home? I don't have time to argue with many-minded people. Move your car. No, not until you're not. And a lady walked by. I said, excuse me, ma'am, could you settle an argument for us? And the lady was like, arguing over parking spaces, not worth it. And just kept going. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Because you know what? If she blocked you in, you'd be just as mad as I was.
Right.
But again, it's
what did she want you to do? Did she want you to swing the door open and hit her car?
Yeah. And then she would have gone off. So
right.
I said, you know what? I don't have time to deal with
You know what, Dean? You can't rationalize the crazy.
I climbed in through the passenger side. I broke my phone holder because look at me.
Yeah.
Going over the and she's still
You're like a sexier Hagrid.
And she's like yip 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 yip. And it rolled down the window and she's just going on and on. You're an aggressive man, da 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 da. And I was just like, you know what? You have a good day, okay? You have a good day. I don't know what's wrong in your life that you have to do this, but you have a good day. And then I got and I said, right. By the way, sweetheart, maybe you shouldn't be having donuts.
Oh, you did not.
Yeah.
And what did she say?
And she was like, oh, talk about mini-minded. I said, you might want to hit the gym. She said, I was just at the gym. And I said, not working.
I cannot. Bringing the shade. See, but can I tell you?
You know what? She made this so about.
Yeah, that's crazy that she wouldn't let you get in.
She was fucking nuts. So did I get personal? Was I wrong? Yeah. But she was an asshole. And she made it about male and female. It had nothing to do with her being a woman. If it was a guy, I'd say the same fucking thing to him.
Yeah.
The same thing. We'd probably end up in a fist fight. But I would say the same damn thing. And she made it about, you're an aggressive, angry man, and I'm a woman.
And listen, I've been in a similar situation like that, but the only difference is the women will try to fight me because I basically have the body. No, really. I got into a fight, actually. I can't say her name, but she is also a comedian, and she's in a wheelchair. And to go back to my brother's in a wheelchair, so there's no sympathy card for me on the wheelchair. I treat you like a normal person. Yeah. We were all out to dinner.
If you're an asshole in a wheelchair, you're an asshole in a wheelchair.
Right.
It's got nothing to do with the fact
standing up or sitting down.
No,
you have a handicap tag or not.
You're an asshole.
Right. Exactly. So we were all out to dinner. My friend was drunk, and I told her, just go home. I said to my friend, like, I'll pay for your dinner. Just don't go here and be nauseous. And this girl in the wheelchair from across the table just goes, typical, a man telling a girl what to do. And I lost it. I switched the weight in my hips. I said, listen, bitch, shut the fuck up or I'm going to roll you down a hill. Okay? My brother's in a wheelchair, so don't play that fucking card with me.
I love that.
But people will try and get away with whatever they can. But yeah, you're lucky. Because no one's gonna try and fight you. Everybody will try to. I flipped off somebody at a red light once, and they chased me. And I was calling. I had to call my mom. I was like, "Mom, I don't know what to do." She was like, "Don't stop the car. Just keep driving. You'll outrun her." I was like, "Okay." So,
me bringing this story up is people just making it about something else. She made it about her being female, and not taking accountability for, she was clearly in the wrong.
I have a question that I need to know. How many donuts would you say she purchased?
She had a bag.
Okay.
So she wasn't going to town.
Good 2 to 3, maybe some munchkins in there.
But I was just like, you know what? You've pushed me to the limit. And you know what? Honestly, the wrong person to push because I'm,
You're hanging out with too many gay people.
I'm hanging out with too many gay people. I can be a sharp-tongued devil, and it was just like,
you were like, oh.
but I did this.
No.
I went,
okay.
I don't think you should be having donuts, sweetheart.
I fucking love that. That is hilarious, Dean.
Yeah. So now here's another thing. Oh, you were fat shaming. No, I wasn't.
No.
You know what? She was just being an asshole, and she got what she deserves.
And I don't think her family even. I don't even think she has parents. I doubt her parents work for 911.
The thing is if I had more time, I would have got the SPC on the phone. It's like, okay, yeah, explain to them how your dog was sitting in the car for 20 minutes, and it doesn't matter because it's not 85 degrees. She just kept pulling shit out of
That's
the air
crazy
that
that she wouldn't let you get in.
That worked for her, made it all about her and how it worked for her and how I was in the wrong. I'm like, when I pulled in here, I could get in and out of my car. As soon as you pulled in, I can't get in my car. Who's in the wrong here? Just plain and simple. If you take all the argument away, like logistically, you saw the picture. Physically, I can't.
No, you can't.
Whose fault?
Although I do think that you could have probably picked up her car and just moved it, like a paperweight, or something on a desk.
Of course. Afterwards, I was thinking, he's like, you know what?
Right.
I shouldn't have gone in. I should have just got a carton of milk and poured it. You know where your windshield wipers are, and you see those slots on the hood. If you pour milk in there, it goes into the air filters of your car, and rotten milk in a car, you have to trash it.
Really?
Yeah. There's so many things.
Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm like, okay, if I had more time, I'd flapjack her tires.
No, you're better than that, all right? Stick to calling people fat. All of a sudden, you're like, I'm going to get some. I didn't know that. I thought you could put like a hornet's nest. Is that only in the movies that they do that?
You probably could. I mean, you probably get stung to shit unless you have like the suit.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
Just taking some
know
suggestions. All right. Well, I'm glad that there was no donuts harmed
you got a
in this
beekeeper
experience.
profile on Tinder?
Yeah, that's right. You know, I like sticking my hand in places that I might get stung. That's my business.
So it's been an interesting week, and I'm just like, why couldn't that? Why the common sense? Why is she going? Oh fuck, I'm sorry. But she decided to blame me. Like, I don't know. Just common sense is going out the window.
I mean, it's a thing to blame you. She's following Us Weekly and all the other publications. She's on trend.
And then I was thinking, it's like, oh God, did she have her phone out?
Did she know it was you?
No, she didn't. No, but it was just so funny. Before she even, as soon as she saw me, she rounded the corner. You were parked over the line too, sir. Like
she was looking. I mean, a lot of people are just.
I should have just ran. I should have just ran away at that point. Just taking an Uber home.
No,
and got the car later.
So what happens when you met up at Tori? She was like, "Why are you crying?
why are all the veins in your forehead popping out?"
Right.
No, it was totally cool. She had, I was late getting to her, but she had to like jump in the car and take off right away.
I hope next week
by that much. She just made it. So.
I hope that next week you get into a fight with somebody at like a Gloria Jeans. I'd like to see you take it to different coffee locations, not just Dunkin' Donuts. I don't think you should limit it. Maybe a Wawa next week.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe a Yum Yum's donut or yeah. Okay.
I would like to see you cause havoc.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Look at you not being so easygoing all of a sudden.
No, you know what? You push me.
Yeah.
No, more than that. Like just
I'm strong, right?
You are strong, but you're not being idiotic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the first I've heard that. Can we fucking talk about your birthday for a second?
Okay, yeah, let's talk about my birthday.
All right. So I got to ask because I get very emotional when it becomes my birthday because I feel like I get very reflective. Do you get like that every year? Like, are you excited to turn another year older? How do you feel?
I don't know. I used to be really excited about my birthday. But not so much anymore.
Me and Adam were going to jump out of a cake naked. Would that change
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I know.
That would change it. If I knew that was going to happen, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm excited about my birthday. But I don't know. It's just,
Well, you're spending it in New York.
Yeah, I'm going to meet Tori in New York, and we're going to have like a little couple's birthday weekend in New York. And I'm looking forward to that, just to be able to spend some time with Mama.
Yeah, with Mama Bear.
With my lady. But yeah, I generally, as I get older, I'm going to be 53, so I'm like, it's 55 might be, because it's middle, but 60 will be a big one. 60 is an important.
55 is middle of what?
55 is in between. Like I think all
now and death.
Here's how I think the you should rank importance of birthdays. Your first birthday, you make it to do because it's about the mom, right?
Right.
maybe your
If
fifth.
you're you get llamas
your
and
fifth,
the whole.
your 5th birthday should be a good one. Then your 10th birthday because you're double digits. Then when you're 13, right?
Because you're a teenager.
You're a teenager now.
17, you could drive.
15 should be one.
Why? Oh, because Taylor Swift put out that song about turning 15.
Oh, just because it's just kind of, we're starting to get into the 5s and 10 increments. And then from 15, 21.
Dean, I didn't
No,
know you were
18,
so algebraic.
15, and then 18 because you're illegally
Well, I think
grown
17
up.
you could start to drive. That's exciting.
Okay.
I-
Okay, so you can do 15 or 17 and then 18. 18 is a big one because you are considered an adult. 21, and then
30.
30,
Because you're at the end of my 20s.
40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So 53 is kind of I call it a nowhere birthday because it's like, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, they're kind of nowhere birthdays.
Well, listen, negative Nadine. I mean, I think it's another year of being alive and healthy. And you have a lot to celebrate. I mean, what a fucking drag. 53. I'm skipping over this one. It's not. I'm sorry. It didn't end in the times tables of 5s. I love that the birthdays only matter. You go down the times tables and you're like, these are the birth dates that matter.
Decades, right? Like you're a decade older. You made it. That's impressive. Like making it to another year is like, making it another decade. That's something.
Every year, I'm like, I can't believe I made it.
Maybe I'm being a negative Nancy because I'm about to turn 53 in 2 days. I found 2 lumps on my ass
No.
in the shower. I'm like, what? On my ass cheek.
Because you two get those weird fucking shots.
No, I didn't get the shots there.
Oh.
There's two lumps on my ass cheek.
Let's show the viewers at home. Like what? Like by your ass on the cheek or
On the cheek. Maybe they're gone now.
maybe it was a.
Well, because I was wondering, because what happened on Friday, we went to this LOL event, the little girl doll LOL thing. So they had this event in Culver City at this roller skating rink. And I'm not a big roller skater, but I'm a really good skater. Inline, ice skating, stuff like that. And I was like, okay,
You're like Michelle Kwan.
I can get the hang of
Teen
a
Kwan.
little taller.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can get the hang of roller
You still have a
skating.
glittery outfit.
So I still have glitter on me somewhere.
Yeah.
The kids got into glitter. I hate glitter. You can't get it off. But anyway. Oh, Nikki. Oh, my God. If looks could kill.
I'm gonna glitter bomb you. Just fucking wait.
Don't. That's the worst. If you want to piss me off.
Glitter bomb. Okay, we're gonna have a list. Dean,
Oh.
I can't believe it. This week it's all coming out. Not so easy going after all.
Not too bad, though.
I'm gonna. Just wait till we get outside. I'm gonna park my car right next to yours.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What was I saying?
We were talking about the LOL event.
The LOL event, yes. So, roller skating around. I'm like, I got this. And then Bo wanted to try roller skates. I put roller skates on him, and he's rolling around. And he got a little tired, so I'm holding him and we're roller skating around. I got him in my arm, and out of nowhere, boom, legs.
You fell?
My feet were up here. Yeah, I was like, oh, shit. So I had Bo here, so I grabbed him with my left arm, and I held him out in front of me, and I fell right on my tailbone. And then Bo fell on me.
Oh.
And I swear, I was like, oh, shit, I really think I broke my tailbone.
No.
Yeah, like, it was hard.
So that's what the lumps are from.
But they're off to the right side. Like, I landed on my tailbone, and it's on the right cheek.
I mean, do you have a fat ass that I've never seen? How much?
Well,
Do you think that maybe when you fell, the butt cheek separated or waved out a little bit? Do you think that could be it?
I don't know. Do you have glands in your butt cheeks? Because what it feels like a swollen gland. It's like there's one here, and then it feels like it kind of runs.
I would think that you have a gland. I don't know. Do you? Yeah, you do have. You have a gland in your butt cheek.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe I've got swollen ass glands.
I would think so. I've also had swollen ass glands, but I think it was from something a little different.
Something different.
It was after 7 lemon drop martinis how I got my swollen glands. So.
and a night at the manhole.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It was a week, but yes.
Yeah,
That's how I did it.
So that's what it kind of feels like, but I don't feel them now. They were like the size of marbles.
I think that girl.
You think?
I think she took her bacon, egg, and cheese wake up wrap and just hit you in the butt, and you just don't remember it.
Or she had a blow dart gun. It was like
right
when I was walking away.
I think you need to play the victim more.
I don't feel them now, so maybe they went away.
All right, guys. If anybody's listening and concerned, Dean does not have ass cancer.
The
lumps are gone.
and then I started thinking, he's like, can you get ass cancer?
No, but maybe
you get it.
Maybe you just have some
colorectal
swamp ass
cancer.
acne, and there's nothing wrong with that. We accept you. No,
it was like under the.
Oh,
yeah, it wasn't. It was like.
So that's probably from sweat.
It wasn't buttony. It was. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm gonna get it checked out.
Okay.
But my tailbone is bruised. There's a bruise on my tailbone.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm glad I didn't break it though, because apparently it's really painful. Really, really painful.
To break your tailbone? Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, so I'm glad that didn't happen. But man, it hurt. Like it hurt for a week.
So it's been a lot for you.
It's been a tough week.
And now let me say something. I saw that Tori's putting out a new web series, which I'm so excited about.
Yes.
And I saw you in the kitchen like a little Giada. First of all of a sudden I just see it was like, you know, in Applebee's when they bring out the fajitas and it's sizzling. Thank you for delivering that moment to us, the fans. I really admire
forgot
that.
to tell you guys that. Yeah, I look like Giada on top of Giada.
I have a Giada secret. Allegedly, Giada, I heard through the grapevines, I don't know if this is true, Giada, if you listen to the show, allegedly, I heard she has a sex addiction.
To me, I've heard that. No. I know. It's funny.
I heard they can't leave her in the kitchen with the cucumbers.
I've heard something to that effect.
Right?
I've heard that, yeah. But, I mean, you know, you hear stuff about people all the time.
I'm believing it, and I'm going to that restaurant.
Does she have a restaurant here?
I don't know, but that's basically what in some fucked up way I'm connecting you to Giada because you're my Giada.
Well, it's so funny you mentioned that because I was just going through old pictures today and there was a picture of me and Giada from the Food and Wine Festival about 7 years ago. She's like that big. She's tiny, 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 and very, very sweet.
So will you be cooking on the show?
Yeah,
because we've been friends for quite some time, and I haven't gotten fucking
anything
scrambled eggs from you. So
I make the best scrambled eggs, by the way.
I'll never know. When I first met you, there was waffles in the shape of your face and, you know, different antelopes and different types of animals and shit. And I've gotten nothing.
Okay, here's the thing. I got away from cooking because I just had a bad experience with cooking.
Why?
Well, just the whole Chop Canada thing just left a really bad taste in my mouth. And the cooking channel.
Giada said the same thing. It's the bad taste. She was like, I'm out of here.
Giada, call me. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll drink more pineapple juice. I don't know. What is it?
Giada, I just want to play with your hair and eat your rice balls.
Rice balls?
Right.
Oh, I bet she makes good rice balls. She's Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what rice balls are?
Rice balls are delicious.
Oh, my God. I love rice balls.
Yeah, I love rice balls.
Me too.
They're so good.
I got them that
night.
night.
You ordered them that night, but I was so all about the fettuccine that night.
I know. Yeah. Dean came over for an Italian meal. He didn't get the braciole.
I love braciole. There was a place we'd go every Sunday for the braciole in Culver City. Oh,
Dunkin' Donuts?
I can't remember the name of it, but it was like old school Hollywood Italian restaurant and like
the Olive Garden.
Sinatra. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Wait, so I want to know.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Do you cook dinner every night?
I try to.
And what do you make? Because you know I don't cook at all.
It's I used to really like to try different things for the kids, but kids just eat the same bloody thing.
Chicken tenders?
So it's chicken and it's potatoes and it's rice and it's pasta and fish sticks and tacos. It's nothing that I really enjoy cooking because I like to,
Now, what do you like, a souffle or something?
Yeah, I'd rock a souffle.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, no, I try. I like to introduce the kids to different things, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like I'm cooking Thai food for them or anything. I'm just like cooking steak au poivre, and they're like, it's pepper. I don't like. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'll start cooking for you when you get to a point where you start to appreciate food. Which Jack was the same way. Jack, I thought we'd be serving butter noodles at his wedding.
Really?
Oh, that's all he ate. Oh. And so now he eats everything.
That's how he stays so lean.
He eats everything.
It's the butter. How you doing?
So I'm looking forward to that time when I can start to cook again. But I just got away from cooking because I just like some stuff happened. I was like, bah. So I attached cooking to something that happened, and I don't know. I just got away from it. But I loved cooking with Tori on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed by that. You really did. I felt like I was at Ring or something. It was a whole experience.
Oh my God, what did we make? I got my memory is going, Nikki. It was only like 2 weeks ago we shot that.
I mean, this is what happens when you turn 53. Everybody,
oh my God.
Dean, your car is in the back. You live in.
I do.
Yes. Oh, how was your show?
Oh, the show was great.
He doesn't even remember that he had a show.
Oh
so,
God.
Dean, all right. So, this is my work with the elderly. This is
Thank
why
you for reminding me of what my life is.
You're welcome. I'm writing this off on my taxes, this entire episode. So, this is part of the Big Brother, Little Brother program where at the Comedy Store. So Dean hosts a monthly show
Yes,
at Pickwick's Pubs.
in Woodland Hills, and it went great.
Yeah, how's your other host who was also named Nikki?
She was great.
Yeah,
She
good.
was
I'm
great.
glad. I love Nikki, but I'm glad to hear it.
No,
I'm a little jealous.
She's no Nicky Paris. Who is
The bathing suit model.
Yeah, but no, it was a great night. Only one of the 7 comics had a bad night. I won't say his name because he feels really horrible. But they killed. Every comedian killed. It's just it's such a great feeling when you put a show together and everybody just like delivers and then beyond. It was a great show. We raised $200 for Wounded Warriors, and our next one is December 5th at Pickwick's Pub.
It's a
in
Thursday
Woodland
night.
Hills. It's a Thursday night. Yep. And it's going to be an ugly Christmas sweater show.
Okay.
So show up.
Who's on it?
Show up in Nicky Paris.
I wasn't invited. I was waiting for it.
No, I haven't.
You literally just texted me. My next show's December 5th. I was like, all right.
I haven't invited anybody yet.
I want to be first,
But I'm
okay?
seeing you. But I'm seeing you. So
I want the first invite, and I'm gonna show up at my fucking Christmas tree.
Nikki, will you do the show December 5th?
I have to check my calendar.
Yeah, right.
but
Fuck off.
let me get back to you.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm excited that you're doing it. I'm glad it's such a success. You know what? No matter
was
matter what state I was in, I will forever proudly say I hosted the first one.
You hosted the first one, and you were great. You keep bragging on yourself about how you.
I wasn't right. And I was nervous performing for Tori. I told her that. When I got off stage, Tori was like, you wouldn't even look at me. I was like, I couldn't.
And now you can.
And now,
Right, yeah.
well, I think because, I want her to see me on.
And
I just
she
want to be a
will.
part of the family. I just want you to cook me butter noodles. I want to be your next gay son.
I will make you butter noodles.
Really?
The best butter noodles you've ever had in your life.
Okay.
We had scrambled eggs.
Do you use, I can't believe it's not butter? Or do you use like a
No,
country
real
crock?
real butter.
But
Yeah, no.
from the pig? Where does butter come
Yeah, I
from?
make butter from our pigs.
Where does butter, where does butter come from?
Milk.
It's not from like a plant?
No.
Okay.
No, butter is a dairy product. It is made from milk. It's from churning milk. And
Thank you for working with the special needs during this episode.
it's
It's out of your shit.
it's from a heavy cream. So if you know those little cartons you see in the grocery store, it says whipping cream or heavy cream.
I've always wanted to have my face on one, yes.
If you beat it to a certain point, it becomes whipped cream. If you continue, it becomes butter. It's not as fluffy. It gets a little more condensed and thicker, and it becomes butter. You add a little salt.
I was distracted by you saying beat it and cream. So what were you
I
talking
wondered
about?
why you were like your eyes glazed over. and
Right,
you just
yeah.
think-
My eyes roll back a little bit. I think I had a seizure. So thanks for clearing that up. Well, I'm glad your show was a success.
It was a success.
And
It
maybe
was,
I'll do your next
It
one.
was a lot of fun. Please.
Do I have to wear an ugly sweater?
Come on. It's the
Okay,
spirit of
fine.
Christmas.
I don't need. My birthday's on Christmas. I'm practically Jesus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. You can wear whatever you want. You gonna wear your like Jesus like cloth.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna
robe.
look like I just got out of the manger. That's what I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna bring Peter, Paul, and Mary, and the gifts that people. What was the story?
Frankincense and myrrh.
I'm gonna come from the inn straight to your show.
Perfect.
Yeah. All
Perfect.
right.
You're gonna
So
follow.
you're ready
you
for it.
follow a light.
Yeah.
I'll have a light
Right.
over because they followed.
And I'm gonna follow. Yeah, I'm gonna follow it from L.A. to where
Okay,
you live.
to where-
and
there we
hopefully I
go.
won't pop a tire this week.
of all times.
I know.
Of all times.
I know.
But,
But
you
I
were
didn't
great.
care.
You were such a pro.
Thank you.
You
And I enjoyed those nachos.
the show must go on.
I had my own lumps in my ass after that from those nachos. But that's my business
It
and
was
my
fun.
story.
Hey, you know who I met at a golf tournament on Monday?
Chiara.
Craig Shoemaker.
Oh,
Yeah. What a nice guy.
he's headlining Flappers
when?
in next month or I think at the end of the month.
Yeah, he's such a funny guy. When I was in Vancouver, and Tori was doing Beverly Hills 90210, Gabrielle Cateris kept talking about her good friend Craig, who's in
Who I
comedy.
love.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, I love.
She was so good in the show too.
I know.
Like, oh my god.
I wanted to be in a three-way scissor with her.
Oh my
I
god,
love
she
her.
was so good and endearing and adorable.
Adorable.
And just and
I love her
funny,
glasses.
Funny.
Yeah,
She was so
charming.
so
Yep.
good. But she'd always refer to her friend Craig, and then I started doing Yuck Yuck. She's like, "You do comedy now?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, I'm good friends with Craig Shoemaker." I went, "No way, the Love Master." She's like, "Yeah." So I met him on Monday. We were doing a golf tournament for the Folds of Honor on Veterans Day. And we hit it off, so I'm going to see him tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I saw your Instagram post that what'd you call shit the bed?
Yeah.
And I love that you wrote I stunk. I
stunk-
read that and I wrote ew.
I played so poorly.
Is that a Canadian term?
I learned it from hockey.
Okay.
Right. So if you have a really bad game, you're like, oh, shit the bed. If you have a really bad game, it's like, oh, shit the bed, and I rolled.
And
in
there was
it,
corn in it.
and I rolled it. Oh, and the corn. Yeah, the corn. It's
Right.
It just keeps getting. Worse.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think it's time that we call our caller.
Speaking of shitting the bed.
So we're enriching people's lives. here
We
at
are.
Daddy Issues.
We really are.
One by one.
One call at a time.
Last week we had some technical issues, and we were supposed to call somebody from the back. That issue is still standing.
Is it still saying? But it works from
Yeah,
the phone.
so we're going to call from my phone. Today we're going to be calling a little lady named Yvonne.
Yvonne.
All right, so here we go. I'm just going to call her directly. Nobody.
Now, she's our second caller. So when do we stop? After 10? Saying, hey, you're our 11th caller.
No, I'm going to go till 99. All right, it's ringing, everybody.
Everybody be quiet.
Shh, don't say anything.
It works. Yvonne, if you're listening, pick up. Oh, she won't be. This isn't live. God, I wish we were live.
Yvonne?
Hello,
Hi, is this Yvonne?
it is.
Hey, Yvonne. It's Dean and Nikki.
Hi guys, how are you?
Oh, we're better now, Yvonne. How are
Yeah.
you?
You're the 27th
Good.
caller.
I wish
You
I
just
actually-
won.
I wish I was actually there in studio or wherever you're taping from, because it's
We're in Dean's
Oh, you're
basement.
all day.
No.
What's that?
I said we're in Dean's
You're in-
basement.
We're actually we're in the
Basement.
we're in the toilet.
Help me, I can't get out. Yvonne, please, just call the cops. Now, Yvonne, Dean was talking about before that he got into a little altercation with somebody in a parking lot. Has that ever happened to you over a parking space?
Over a parking space?
It wasn't really. It wasn't really
not really.
over. It wasn't really over a
Maybe
parking
some-
space, Yvonne. It was over the fact that they parked so close to me, I couldn't get in my car.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, yeah. But then,
That's
but
definitely an issue. I would definitely have some words.
oh, good,
Yeah.
good, yeah. Because I went in and found this person and I asked them to move their car so I could get in, and she was like, "Oh, aggressive male much," and tried to blame it on me. That it was my fault.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that I was parked over the
Yeah.
line, which I wasn't, and her car was parked on an angle, and I couldn't get out. So she made it about. She's like, "Oh, because you're an aggressive man and I'm a woman."
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think she was a bit
Yeah.
kookaroo. But has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been blocked in?
Have you ever been at this specific
I've
Dunkin'
actually-
Donuts?
A while, yeah. Well, we've done that where they park too close. It's like, really? I've had to go on to the other side and crawl over to get into the car.
That's what Dean did. But
That's
he's
what
like
I-
19 feet tall, so
That's
he
what
broke
I
the
eventually.
windshield.
That's what I eventually did, and I broke my phone holder doing it because I'm like 6'3", trying to, get across the hump in a GMC Acadia.
But you got to do what you got to do. But you actually went and found her, which is
Well, yeah, because I mean, I assume she went to the same place I was just at. So, and I was in a hurry because Tori had to catch a flight. So I was like, "Can you move your car, please?" And this whole ordeal took 20 minutes. And I was like, "You know what?
And Yvonne, you're going to see it on Cops next week. So
Yeah.
stay tuned and just look out. And I hope you have a DVR set.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Cops and TMZ."
Yeah. Now, Yvonne, you're calling us today.
Live PD. How about live PD? That would have been great.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Maybe I didn't, but it was live PD. Someone has to be there, so I didn't see anybody.
Right.
So yeah, just
No,
keep,
I
keep
know,
tuning
but
in to
that would have
Cops.
been good on live PD.
I think the three of us should share a cell. Yvonne, now you're calling in with a problem for Dean and I today.
I am an issue, actually. Yeah.
Okay, lay it on us.
Lay
Let's
it
hear
on
it.
us.
Okay, here's the issue and the problem I have. I have that's an issue with the dogs barking.
Just
no,
feed him a
it's
little
with the- I have
chocolate.
A
Just
little
kidding.
chocolate.
Just a joke. Just a joke.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to kill my dog. I just want them to be quiet.
Same.
Okay, so here, this is the issue. I've got a 12-year-old son. Okay, soon to be 13. He's actually going to be 13 on Saturday.
Hey, we share the same birthday. He's November
Oh,
16th.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
right, too.
Awesome. I like
and you
this
know
kid.
what? Another thing we share is you're from Toronto, and I live in Toronto.
Awesome. Awesome.
There you go.
Whereabouts?
And
Whereabouts?
Sorry?
Whereabouts in
You cut
Toronto?
out.
Whereabouts in Toronto?
I grew up in Scarborough.
Oh, Scarberia.
So
Right on.
Scarborough, Gloucester, Markham and Lawrence area, Scarborough, Gloucester Road and Lawrence area.
Okay. I know it very
Yeah.
well.
I love it there.
Yeah, so...
You-
and
I've never been.
You can tell
I
you've
just
never
want to
been.
fit into this conversation. I feel left out. I had maple syrup once.
You're an honorary Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us
But
tell us about your soon-to-be 13-year-old.
Okay, here's the issue. Okay, this is a daily issue. Okay, now what it is, he's got a bad bathroom habit,
Uh-oh.
and it has to do with it. It has to do with the toilet. Now you're probably thinking he won't put the toilet seat down because us women complain about the toilet seat, and that's always a thing, an argument that women have.
Well,
But that's not it.
I grew up with 4 women, so I never had that problem. I'm a bit of a dream date. I'm a bit of a dream date.
We don't have that. We don't have that problem here. It's just he won't flush. So every time I go to the bathroom, it's just he has to flush. It's not. It's just basically when he pees. Basically, other than that, he flushes.
Okay, well,
Normal.
you're lucky because my 12-year-old, I guess it's an age thing. I don't know because he started to do that, but not only is it number 1, but it's also he won't flush boom booms. So
Oh well, no. Normally he does, and well, sometimes if it doesn't all go down, it's there. But he won't flush. But then he'll wash his hands, which is great.
Yeah,
which is
Well,
awesome.
that's good. That's important.
That's good. One
But
of the
You don't
two.
want him
It's
touching
like-
his Oscar Mayer wiener and then you. So I'm glad that he's washing his hands.
reaching into
Or
loaf of
or
bread to
walking
make
around
toast.
touching door handles and everything else,
Yeah.
and but it's just
12
what
and
I started doing. Like it just happened. Like when he was younger, he'd flush all the time, not a problem. It's just in the last year or two, it's just a daily thing. And then when I go to use it, it's been sitting for hours,
And it stinks.
I'm sorry, I love my child,
It
but
stinks.
I really don't want to go.
it's
Over that?
It's amazing how much pee stinks.
We need to figure this out before he eats asparagus.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, 12-year-old boys, 13-year-old boys are disgusting. They're dirty. They have food all over them. Like I walked into Liam's room the other day and I was like, "Oh my God." Like it smelled like ass and sweat and masturbation. Like I had to drag a homeless person in there to make it smell better. I just think 12-year-olds are disgusting. I don't know what it's about. I wish I had an answer for you, but my guy's doing it now. But my son Jack, when he was 12, he didn't do it.
I actually,
Well,
I know you probably think I'm perfect, Yvonne, but there's actually been a couple times in my life where I didn't flush. And every time that I would leave the bathroom, my mom would go, "Did you flush? Did you wash your hands?" So it just got beaten into my head. But actually, a year ago, I was at a hotel with my friend Kristen, and I forgot to flush, and she found out that I have a great metabolism. So sometimes, this problem may not go away. But I think, when you bring the problem up to him, what does he say?
Oh, I thought I did, or that's not me.
Yeah,
That wasn't me.
that's what.
And it's
I get
just
that. That
you
wasn't
and I
me.
at home, and
I didn't use the bathroom. That wasn't
I
me.
know I flush.
Yeah.
So, but what I started doing, which actually started to work, but he's still doing it, is, kids
Tasing
and their
him?
electronics. Love their phones, love being, watch their videos, play games on their iPads and everything. Well, and I said, okay, so this is it. I've had enough. Anytime I go into that bathroom and it's not flushed, you lose time on your phone.
Yeah.
And
That's
it actually worked. I walked in the bathroom. It wasn't flushed. It's like, okay, 30 minutes. Give me the phone. You're off.
that seems to be the remedy. That seems to be the remedy for a lot of kids these days is taking away their phone.
I used to go crazy.
They panic.
Yeah. My mom used to call it taking away my privileges.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're doing the right thing, Yvonne. But where it stems from, the psychology behind it, I have no idea. It's weird.
Maybe he's rushing. Maybe he's just rushing on to the next thing. Maybe it's not intentional. He's just thinking about something else. Another thing, even though the phone seems to be working, is you could always have like a jar. And every time he doesn't flush, just put money in the jar. That's how my mom got me to stop saying frickin'.
Where were you?
And I like men.
Where were you getting your money from, though?
Yeah.
I don't want. I
I think it was like
don't
birthday
want
money.
to know.
The corner. No. I think it was just like 10 cents. It wasn't like a lot of money,
Right.
but I had to put money in the jar every time I said frickin', and I don't say it anymore. But
Yeah, the phone's working for him, but it's still, it was working good, and then now it's still not all the time, but it's still an issue.
You don't have
So,
one of those. You don't have one of those signs in the bathroom. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Oh, the old saying. No, you know what? That doesn't work for me.
Right.
Just flush.
Yeah.
I don't care. If it's yellow, you let it. What is it? If it's yellow.
We used to have it at our cottage.
If it's yellow, let it mellow, and if it's brown, flush it down. Well, no, that doesn't work.
If
Sorry,
we used to
flush
be
everything.
We used to be on a septic system, so you want to conserve water
But
and stuff.
you know what? So are we, because we have acreage and stuff like that. So we're on septic. I'm sorry, but I'm flushing.
You're flushing. Yo, I get it.
I know someone else who's on septic, and they let it sit. And she had people over, and I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm flushing.
Yeah, no,
I'm not going to be,
it's
you have to.
flushing over a party of people.
Yeah, if you're having company, you have to flush. But yeah.
Don't let it sit on Christmas dinner.
No, they didn't. You had to just let it. Let it be.
No, that's.
And it's no, thank you. No, I flushed septic.
Did
no
people
septic, I'm
leave
still
early?
Flushing.
Did people leave early? My
No.
God, Gladys's house smells like piss. I gotta get out of here.
But I think that you're doing the right thing, and I think it's just holding him accountable. And, I think you might just have to listen for a little bit that every time he goes to the bathroom, did you flush?
It kind of sucks. Yeah,
I get it now.
You got to stand by the bathroom door.
In the bathroom. He yells in the bathroom, I flushed.
Well, that's good. Okay, so
it all didn't go down. I flushed. Now I'm hearing him.
It sounds like, you're doing the right things. It sounds like he's heading down the right path. And
if he doesn't, just leave him in the hot car.
Yeah, leave the windows up, right in the sun. No water.
I'll just make him sit on the toilet all day.
No, just lock him in the car with a bucket of his own piss.
Oh my God. No, thank you. You know why? Because then I'd have to go into the car afterwards.
Okay, then lock him in your neighbor's car that's on the septic system that won't flush. Lock him in
tell,
her car.
Dean deals with the inmates at Rikers Island. He uses some of their.
These are the things I learned in prison.
Yvonne, thank you so much for calling in. Did we help you out today?
You did.
Thanks, Yvonne. And, you're a good mom. You're being hands-on and you're getting the job done. And good luck with the pee-pee boy.
That's right. You're hands-on. Now get him to be hands-on on the flusher.
Yeah,
and that's the technical term for it.
I've flushed many a times after him. So, but no, I mean, he's a good kid. I mean, I don't really have any more complaints. That's the only thing I really just,
How's the body? How's the body odor? How's the body odor? Is he starting to stink?
No, he's not bad.
Okay.
I mean, he's got into the deodorant stuff and everything else. He's, asked to do that himself. So it's not like, oh, child, get away
so
from
he's
me. Go.
he's closer to 13 now. So I'm hoping that's Liam, because I buy him all that stuff, and he just doesn't use it. I go into his room, I go into his room and take it when I'm out, because they're like brand new. He doesn't use them. But and then
he's vegan like Kourtney Kardashian.
He loves wings, right? He loves barbecue wings. So we'll have barbecue wings for dinner, and then I get him up for school the next day, and we're walking out to the car, and he's in grade 7. Like, he's got barbecue sauce on his face from the night before. I'm like, dude, like, what? Wash your face. I remember when I was in grade 7, I was clean.
He has that issue too, but he loves his food. So yeah, he'll have food. It's like, you got food on your face. Like, do you not see this? Oh, yeah, he has that issue, too. But he loves his wings, too.
But it's not even like you get a little barbecue sauce. It's like, he looks like the Joker. You're like, dude, you don't see that? You don't?
It looks like he just ate one of those icy things with the cuts on the...
Yeah, like...
Liam could do no wrong in my eyes. So, Liam,
I
love you.
He's a great kid. But, Liam, I love you, but you stink.
I hope you guys get a Febreze commercial.
Yeah, right. Febreze, we're looking for sponsors.
That's right. All right, Yvonne, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling, Yvonne. It was so great to talk to you, and good luck with your boy. Wish him a happy birthday for me.
Yes, happy birthday.
Fellow Scorpio.
Yes, and happy birthday to you, too, early.
Thank you.
Bye, Yvonne.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Yvonne.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
I mean, we're just doing the Lord's work.
We really are.
I know.
We should
be written into the Bible.
We're such good people, Nikki.
I love it.
I love us.
I love it.
I love me.
I love you, Dean.
I love you too. What a good show.
This was a great show.
Good show. Adam, of course, we miss you.
Adam.
But if you don't feel like coming back, that's fine.
He's in Greenland, which is the icy one.
Yeah. The icy one.
Well, tell everybody where they could come see you. You have a lot of shows popping up.
I've got a lot of shows coming up. I'm going to the performing at the Federal in North Hollywood tonight, so you guys are gonna miss that. But December 5th at Pickwick's Pub, we'll be doing an Ugly Sweater Christmas comedy night, and the 23rd at Flappers, I'll be at the Yoo-Hoo Room, and that's it for now.
And hey, everybody, it's me from the TV.
Nicky kid.
I am going to be at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach on November 21st. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I know. I'm really excited about that one. I may be at Pickwick's Pub on December 5th.
He's going to be at Pick. You
I
are
will
going to be.
Yes.
You heard it here.
I didn't get my invite yet. I wanted it in writing.
It here.
I was waiting for. I'm very needy and I need it in writing. And yeah, every Wednesday and Thursday at Flappers, and every Tuesday I host the Adam Hunter Show at the Dime Bar in Hollywood. So come out and party.
You see me there too. The Dime Bar.
That's
Forgot
right.
to mention the Dime
Yeah,
Bar.
that's right.
Well, that's our
Come
show.
out and support her. It's going to be the nickel.
Yeah, right. We need some bodies. Come on out. It's a great.
It was packed last night.
Was it?
I packed it in. Yeah.
Awesome.
We had competition in town last night. There was another show.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Hey.
I had a full house too.
Oh.
So it's working.
Oh.
It's working. Yeah. Yeah. I had like 50 people.
I'm gonna get another person named Dean for the next time.
But no, guys.
Can I resurrect Dean Martin for the next show?
Seriously, Tuesday nights, if you're in the area at the Dime, come on out. There's a free show. There's a no drink minimum, and Adam usually books 10 to 12 comedians. So come out. It's a great show. A lot of fun. And that was a great show, Nikki.
That was a great show,
nice
Dean. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And
are you one? Are you two? Are you three?
If anything from this show, if you want to hate on us, or particularly me, because I brought up all this hateful stuff.
I told the woman to feed her dog a chocolate.
Okay,
so don't make it seem like I'm in.
If you want to,
at least you said it to me. I said it directly to a stranger that she should feed her dog a Kit Kat.
If you want to hate on us, that's fine. But you know what? Don't do it by knee-jerk reaction. Take a little time, think about both sides of the story. Add a little common sense, a little sympathy and compassion.
Right, we're
Remember,
good people.
We're all human beings out there. We're all human beings, and we fuck up big, we fuck up small, but we fuck up. To err
and
is human, to forgive is divine. And if we're going to reach divinity, we need to be sympathetic and compassionate and help our brothers and sisters up when they fall down and make mistakes. So that's our show, guys.
Thank you, Pastor McDermott. That was beautiful.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Hallelujah.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Be well.